This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.
Welcome to the Barbados Today Evening Update for Friday, March 27th. I'm Frenella Wedderburn, and good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin this evening with school sports, and the Springer Memorial are the undisputed queens of athletics, while Lester Vaughan were crowned the new kings of this year's Barbados Secondary Schools Athletics competition. The girls from Government Hill were unstoppable, stamping their authority at today's meet to capture their 16th title. Yes, that's right, title number 16. With an unbeatable 391 points. The St. Michael's School came in second with 238 points, and Christchurch Foundation rounding up the top three with 206 points. For the boys, the victors, Lester Vaughan, tallied 276.5 points, coming in second, Christchurch Foundation with 238.5, and Harrison College in third position with 209.5 points. Here are some of the highlights.
Making all the moves in the middle of the track. It's a CP double blow. Can they really produce a knockout punch? Will it be Jones or Griffith? Jones or Griffith? Jones has the edge. He wobbles. It's a fall. It's Jones who gives way to Griffith. Griffith will win it. Last couple of hurdles. Here comes in the middle of the track to press for one of the medals. It's Hoyt of St. Michael's School. But right now it's Williams with the gold medal within sight. Williams is over the penultimate hurdle. It is Sadia Williams of Courage and Parry who will strike gold at the National Stadium. It is all Williams Day. Shuts off the engine. The orders for the under 13 boys 100 meter. And they've got a good start. Already see LVS's Lester Vaughan doing well. That's Mario Linton. He is away from the field, but coming with a stiff challenge. Here comes Richards. It's Richards of Alexandra. Alongside him is Linton. Too tight to call on.
Congratulations there to Springer Memorial and Lester Vaughan. In other news, a sad day for Barbados. That's how Director General of the Barbados Consumer Research Association, Malcolm Gibbs Tate, is describing the Fair Trading Commission's approval of the merger between Cable and Wireless and Columbus Communications. In an immediate response to the ruling handed down just after 10 o'clock this morning, Tate made it clear that he was not in favor of the merger, suggesting that it is bad for competition. And he tells Barbados Today once legally possible, he will be appealing the decision.
Our legislation as it relates to the Fair Competition Act was very clear, or is very clear, in making the case for there to be competition in the marketplace. And if you merge two opposing forces, I do not see how you are helping consumers to get competition.
As taxpayers anxiously await payment of their overdue income tax returns, a new report points to $250 million in outstanding tax payments to the Inland Revenue Department for the financial year 2011, 2012 and 2013-2014. Overall, the department was expected to collect $2.1 billion in cash over the two-year period. However, up until March 31st last year, $250 million of that amount was still outstanding. That's according to the latest Auditor General report. Government's Chief Auditor Lee Trotman revealed that while warning letters had been sent to taxpayers with outstanding balances, indicating that failure to comply with the request to settle arrears would result in the department taking legal or other necessary action, there was no evidence to suggest that such action was taken during the period under review. The court case of Methodist priest Reverend William Bill St. Clair, better known as the Barefoot Pastor, hit another legal snag today. Our Emmanuel Joseph has that story.
The legal team representing the Methodist Church, led by Elliot Motley QC, recently succeeded in getting the Court of Appeal to strike out the notice of appeal, which was filed in December last year by Reverend St. Clair's legal counsel, Hal Gollop QC. That means the battle between the two sides would essentially have to revert to normal proceedings at the case management stage, where the parties and the court would work out how the case goes forward. But while the Methodist Church and its lawyers could point to another victory of sorts, it may be short-lived. Investigations by Barbados today revealed this afternoon that counsel for the priests were not notified, as is the custom, that the other party had such a matter before the Court of Appeal seeking to strike out the priest's appeal. Barbados today has been reliably informed that Reverend St. Clair's attorneys are not taking this turn of events lying down, and have already made representation to the Registrar of the Supreme Court with the aim of having the Court of Appeal's decision overturned in the circumstances. Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Secure your future, be financially strong. Since 1983, we have been there for you. A smart range of products, great tax benefits. We're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. Humble beginnings to smart loans, smart savings. Save smart and borrow smarter, that's the move for me. Stability, prosperity, we're the solution to your hopes and your dreams. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union. The Barbados Workers Union Cooperative Credit Union.
To news from the Caribbean, 5 police officers in Dominica have found themselves on the wrong side of the law. The 5, including a female officer, were today charged with murder 8 months after the body of a prisoner was found in a cell at the Portsmouth police station. The case has been adjourned until June 9th, but the officers' lawyers say they will be filing for bail. And finally, on the international scene, we head to Somalia, where 6 people lost their lives late this afternoon after gunmen detonated bombs and sprayed people with bullets as they raided a hotel in the capital. According to officials, a Somali diplomat was among those killed in an attack claimed by Islamic militant group Al-Shabaab. And on that note, we come to the end of this week's update, but we will be back again first thing Monday morning. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.pb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on iZoomi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. You can also tune in to Channel 101 online TV, as well as a Mix 96.9 FM. There you can get all the latest news and sports. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Do have a pleasant evening and an even better weekend, but make sure you do it safely.
This news update is brought to you by...
So, I'm meeting Rico later. Gotta check in with the girls, but first, let me check my usage on the MyLime app. Now, what should I wear? Hashtag sexy. He's here.